Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon, and you're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Good morning and afternoon, depending on where you from.
What's up?
You're on the official Man Cave Morning / afternoon show.
Yes.
Depending on what time zone you live in.
Yeah, man.
But we here. It is Monday. I'm happy to be alive.
Facts.
No doubt. Let's get this thing started, man. You know, to my right, the man, we always had the plan. Together we understand. It's my dude. Call him DJ Smooth.
In the building, y'all.
The building.
And the Magic Man with his hands cutting and scratching on the ones and twos. Just my dude, since we was in little shoes, we call him.
Okay. We still gonna work on that. DJ Storm Norton
General. I gotta mix it up.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. No doubt. Salute to everybody on the check-in, man. You already know what it is. Happy Monday. Yes, we survived the weekend. Happy Monday. First and foremost, shout out to everybody watching us live right now on YouTube. Shout out to everyone watching us live right now on Twitter, Periscope. Salute to everyone watching us live right now on the mother site, WBKS1.com. Shout out to those watching on Twitch. And shout out to those that are watching us on FB, whatever platform. Just hit the share button. Click it right now. Share it out.
I'm doing
Going to get
right
deep
now.
today. Going to get deep. Click the share button. Share it out to the world. And shout out to everyone listening to us live on the TuneIn app. Yes. If you don't have the TuneIn app by now, please get it. Download it. It's free, people. You can check us out on your iPhone, Android, tablet, so on and so forth, and everything. But guess what? You can listen to all your favorite radio stations right there on that TuneIn app. And guess who's on there? BKS1 Radio, the official Man Cave Morning Show. Today's show is sponsored by Four Brothers Restaurant. Four Brothers Restaurant. In Warren, New Jersey. All right. 41 Mountain Boulevard, Warren, New Jersey. Okay, you can call them 908-834-8889. All right.
Yes.
Four Brothers Restaurant, Southern Comfort Food, man. Listen.
Food is good.
I'm not even going to front, man. Go check them out.
Yes.
Four Brothers Restaurant, Warren, New Jersey. Listen, they do it right, man. They do it right. I'm just showing y'all some pictures right now.
And it's black owned.
Yes, African American owned.
Yes.
Beautiful thing. This food is for everyone. All races, colors, and creeds, man.
Yes, sir.
It's just good food, period.
Yes, sir.
No doubt. Just check out. It's making me hungry. And I'm mad because I'm on my little raw food diet that I'll be off of in 2 days. I may have to cut that a day short looking at this food, man. But shout out to Four Brothers Restaurant. They are our sponsors. And make sure y'all go support the brothers. Four Brothers, that is. All right. Again, that's 41 Mountain Boulevard, Warren, New Jersey. Four Brothers Restaurant. All right. Yeah, go check them out. Now we are back. And shout out to everybody on the check-in, man. We're going to talk about some things today on the Man Cave Morning show. Get rid of the clutter in your life. We're going to talk about getting rid of the clutter in your life. Because some of y'all got clutter and y'all don't even know y'all got it.
Yeah.
And y'all need to get rid of it. So we're going to talk about that today. Shout out to Chill on the check-in, Walter Pittman on the check-in, Kat Eaton on the check-in, Denise Sparrow on the check-in, Phyllis Woodbury on the check-in. Hey, Phyllis. Plainfield, Bo Jackson. Shout out to Cuzzo. What's up, Cuz? DT on the check-in. Wells on the check-in. Sean Dawson on the check-in. Hey, Sean. Lenny Cathcart on the check-in. What's up, bro? Victor Johnson on the check-in. Kim Ebron on the check-in. Kaz Minor on the check-in. D-Mac on the check-in. Joanne Esau on the check-in. Lady Pearl on the check-in. Barb on the check-in. Richard Nunn. Shout out to Wolf Nation on the check-in. Kaz, Greg Booth. I see y'all, man. Sheila, Nicole, Kiss on the check-in. Yes, click the share button right now. Share it out. Shout out to Apollo DJ Jess on the check-in. That's BKS fan. Tony James on the check-in. Peace and blessings. So, okay, so we are going to talk about clutter. Now I got the shout-outs out the way. We're going to talk about clutter, man, how you need to get rid of it. That's one of the things. Listen, if you have any problems with Facebook, just go to BKS1 Radio TV. Just go to BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. Watch us live. You won't have no problems there. I'm going to get the link ready for y'all and put that in the chat now, just in case y'all start having problems. All right. So first thing we want to talk about, there's a lot going on, man. But first and foremost, how was your weekend, Smooth P?
It was good. Peaceful, quiet. Actually, a few things that were going on, but just pretty much stayed home this weekend. The wife was working a little overtime. She wasn't feeling well, so I was supposed to go to a party Saturday, but her blood pressure was up and everything. So, I had to be the husband, stay home, make sure wifey's good. But good weekend.
Okay.
Peaceful and quiet is good for me. I'll take quiet anytime.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
No doubt. I had a good weekend, man. Shout out to everybody that came out the TGI Fridays. Let's clap that up. Listen, man, y'all be putting it down. Shout out to all the BKS DJs, man. DJ Jess, DJ Sassy, DJ KT, DJ Smooth P.
Yes.
And yours truly, DJ Storm on the General. Friday Night Live, every Friday at TGI Fridays in Piscataway. It is powered by BKS1 Radio, WBKS1.com, my man. DJ Smooth P and everything. Yes, so make sure you come check us out. Have a good time, man. Shout out to DJ Sassy. She rocked out with me this weekend and everything. My boy DJ Jess was in the building, and we all come, man, and everybody just came and had fun and partied and listened to good music from the classics to the current, and we had a good time. So come out this Friday. Again, it starts 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. It's the happy hour mix, man. It's the happy hour mix. Come this Friday, have a good time. Make it your girls' night, your boys' night, couples' night, family night, whatever you want to do, man. Just come out and have a good time. Birthday parties. Yeah, just come out and have a good time. We keep it grown and sexy, though. You know how BKS1 Radio does it and everything. We keep it grown and sexy, and we just have a good time, man. A lot of fun. Shout out to my man Shirts and Stuff. Mal Davis Shirts and Stuff. He always has the BKS1 Radio shirts ready to give out to the people. We like to do some giveaways and everything. And shout out to everybody, man, rocking out with us. Wolf Nation, everybody, man. Now, let's get into a story, man. So I heard about this one story, and I was like, wow, P. So North Carolina police being investigated for using excessive force against suicidal man. All right, so let's read a little bit of the story. The city has implemented a new directive following the incident that occurred August 23rd, 2018. On that day, Richard Stewart, 37 of Wilmington, came into contact with the officers of the Wilmington Police Department for allegedly violating a protection order. The video shows Stewart, who is handcuffed behind his back, engaging in self-harm activity, and officers attempting to restrain him at one point in the incident. Pop appears to gouge one of Stewart's eyes, and then he puts his hand around Stewart's neck. Because Stewart was making suicidal threats and harming himself, the WPD had Stewart transported to Clinton Memorial Hospital. Stewart tested positive for meth and THC, according to the report. Now here's the clip. I want to know what y'all take away from the clip. And you know where you at, the Man Cave Morning Show. We keep it 300% transparent. Let's be honest. What do y'all take away from the clip? Let's watch it right now.
On the ground up there. I don't know whose it is, you know what I mean? Okay. So I just like, well, what do they use this for? You know what I mean?
What do they think they use it for?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, you're going to get charged with it.
Am I really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Man, it is what it is.
You what?
I'm gonna die.
Why, man?
Because I want to die.
No, you don't.
Hey, don't start that.
I'm
Don't
gonna
start
fucking
that.
die.
Okay,
I'm gonna fucking...
Stop. 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 Put him on the ground. Put him on the ground. Put him on the ground.
I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna fucking die.
Drop him on the ground. Drop him on the ground.
I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna fucking
Richard,
die.
calm down,
I'm gonna
man. Hey.
fucking die.
Calm down, man.
I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna fucking die.
I found it on the ground up there. I don't know whose it is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I just like, well, what do they use this for? You know what I mean?
What do they think they use it for?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well, you're gonna get charged with it.
Am I really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Man, it is what it is.
You what?
I'm gonna die.
Why, man?
Because I want to die.
No, you don't.
Hey, don't start that.
I'm
Don't
gonna
start
fucking
that.
die.
Okay,
I'm gonna fucking...
Stop. 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 Stop.
You see the clip. P. I mean, he was trying to hurt himself.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, just from your take on the clip, do you see that as excessive force?
In the beginning, like I didn't. I thought they were trying to restrain him, but once you start out gouging and placing your hands around someone's neck in a choking fashion, yeah. I guess you figure, well, my man said he's gonna kill himself. I might as well help him out. Like, I don't know. Like, I think, and you could tell, like, once he made the statement, "Oh, I'm gonna die," you know, you could tell the officer who was doing these things got agitated. Quickly, like, don't start that. Like don't, you know. So I don't think they were very sympathetic to the situation. Well, this particular officer, I should say, wasn't very sympathetic that this guy wanted to kill himself. Definitely could have restrained him a little better than that. Like I said, gouging somebody in the eyes and putting your hands around their neck, like that seems a little excessive to me. Get it, granted, was trying to hurt himself, and I think when he first had him in the arm chokehold, it was kind of to help restrain, even though you could tell he was choking him, you know, not just restraining him by the sound of his voice. Like, you know, he went from regular speech to gargled speech, meaning that his airways, air passage was being blocked off. I don't know. I don't know, man. Definitely was more force than needed to be.
Okay. Shout out to Phyllis. Phyllis Woodbury said they were choking him. I'm disgusted.
Yeah.
Kiss said the gouging was a bit much, and they damn near strangled him.
Yeah.
True indeed. Barb said every black person needs to carry and use when necessary. Hey, Phyllis said, what, those damn donkeys? And a kid said, Lord Jesus. Cass said, whatever happened to protect and serve?
That went out the window.
Yeah.
Millennials ago.
Yeah, so again, that's under investigation. Man, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on, but they got to do something to fix it. They got to do something to fix it. Because what I saw was they was trying to stop him from hurting himself first.
Yeah, exactly, initially.
And then it kind of flipped.
And that's the thing. Do I necessarily feel like the situation was a went left situation, you know, in the beginning? No. But that's the thing. Where does your training as a professional come in to how you handle that situation?
Right.
So do you go from, okay, we're calm initially with the apprehending the suspect, to now, you know, all of a sudden we got to get super aggressive? It wasn't like he got aggressive at any of them. He got aggressive with himself. He tried to bust his head open on the car. So I get it that you're going to feel like you need to restrain him, but your methods of restraint got to be a little different.
No doubt.
So, I don't know.
No doubt. All right, so here's another situation. Whereas we watched, it was a couple weeks ago, we was talking about this organization, and it was demonstrating to the kids how it was to pick cotton in a plantation, whatever. And it was a lot of different views.
Swing low, sweet charity.
There's a lot of different views and opinions on that. and everything. And basically they was saying they was trying to recreate the Great Depression and show the kids what it was like during the Great Depression with different things, whatever. So now here's another incident of a Caucasian school teacher doing a mock slavery exercise with the kids, and she catching some heat with it. She catching some heat with it. I'm gonna run the clip. Here's the clip.
Lesson about slavery, it felt all too real.
She told all the African American students to raise their hands and proceeded with this exercise.
The exercise was a mock slave auction. Harding's son told her he and 2 other African Americans in their 5th grade class were brought into the hallway.
She started to put imaginary chains along our neck, our wrist, and our shackles on our ankles. And as soon as she did that, Mommy, I knew it was wrong.
When they were brought back into the classroom, they were lined up. The teacher then asked other students to start bidding to buy them.
She reiterated and said, you look like a wealthy white man. How about 300? Just started a bidding with the children.
The mock slave auction of African American students happened Tuesday at the Chapel School in Bronxville. Parents are now livid and organizing. One sent us this email from the principal. He called the lesson racially insensitive. Lesson about slavery. It felt all too real.
She told all the African American students to raise their hands and proceeded with
Yeah, so I got to ask this question again. And we already had this conversation. And I know how you feel about it. First, tell how you feel about it. And then
I feel that we have to stop letting these people think that it's okay.
Who's these people?
Anyone other than black people.
Okay.
Take our children and treat them however the hell that they want to try to get their lesson and or their point across. Whoever this idiotic teacher was that thought this was okay to take all the black students and line them up as if they were slaves and bring them back into class and have the white students bid on them like they're at the slave auction block. Hopefully they were terminated immediately, for one, and should never be able to teach in another school ever again. Like, how dare you? You know, like, where are these school officials at that let this stuff slide through the cracks? You know, I don't get it.
Here's my thing, right? So I asked y'all the question this: if this was an African American history teacher, right? African American history teacher, right? And it was a mixed class, very diverse class. You got African Americans, you got Caucasians, you got Latino, you got Asian, whatever, and they were doing this type of exercise. Would you still be? Will we still be upset? Well, I mean, would we still be upset?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, will we accept it a little bit more? And I wonder, because I get certain things. We had this conversation before. It's teachable. It's a teachable moment situation. Like, this is what they used to endure. This is what they used to go through. They had to have chains around their neck. They had to be auctioned off. They had to be bidded on. They had to whatever. Like, and you created a mock exercise. Like, colleges do certain things like that.
Well, let me ask you this question.
And listen, let me finish. So colleges do certain things like that all the time. Different types of mock. Like, they did a mock thing of the Holocaust and a mock this and whatever like that, just for people to experience what it's like. So again, I asked the question: if this was an African American history teacher, right? You know, African professor or whatever that wanted to have this exercise, would we still be in an uproar? Now, again, I'm upset, period, when I heard the story, right? Because, and I know this may sound wrong, but I'm upset when any Caucasian person thinks it's okay to do this, right? And then, again, I believe in don't just exclude the Caucasian students and the other students. You put them all in that. Let them all see what the experience is like. You know, so again, I asked the question, would we be upset if it was an African-American teacher that did this?
Yes. Let me answer that in two parts. First, I'll say, yes, I would still be upset, and I want to answer your question. I mean, go to the. You said they do mock things like this in colleges. Well, I'm sure when they do these mock scenarios in colleges, that they ask people to volunteer to do this. You know, it's probably a board. Okay, we want to do this. We want to do this for whatever history, and people have the choice to come up and play these parts, not just okay, little you gonna come over here. We're gonna put chains and we're gonna act like they didn't ask to participate in this. They're forced to participate. And also, I want to say that it just I think it's crazy. So this is what we're saying now. We're saying in this day and age that the only way that the kids are going to understand is if we put them through these types of events. Let me ask you, did they teach Black history when you was in school?
Yes.
They taught it when I was in school too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. Mr. Rob. Great teacher.
Yes, I loved it.
Did Mr. Rob ever put you in chains?
He gave us little exercises. He did give us little exercises about it, whatever. And we had a mixed class. We had a lot of Spanish people in the class as well, like that. But he did give a little something. He did what he could do within the classroom.
Okay. Did he ever take you on a field trip and make you pick cotton and stuff like that?
No, he didn't.
No,
he didn't.
Let me ask you a question now. Oh, so you had another teacher that did?
No. I'm saying
okay.
No, I'm saying he did.
Well, let me ask you this question though. So in his class, did you learn anything about Black history?
In his class?
Yes.
Yeah, I learned a lot about it.
You learned a lot about it, right?
Yeah.
Without him doing any of those things. Now how? Yeah. Now why did you learn? Why did you learn anything? Why and how did you learn anything?
But I also know I know back then we had. I'm be honest. As kids, we had, you know, we had jokes about it, and we used to say like, "Oh, nobody would never do stuff like that to us." You know how we was back then.
And I still say,
and you know, and that would never happen today, and this, that, whatever, like that, and all of this, right? And so I see a lot of mockery and a lot of memes about slavery and this and Kunta Kinte and roots, and there was so much controversy surrounding that, right? So again, I see nothing wrong with an African American teacher, right? Teaching all children, not just Black children, the horrific wrongs of slavery, like and not saying to beat, not being silly or stupid to saying to beat the kids, nothing like that. But this is how it felt for them to pick cotton, and this is why their shoes was worn out, and this is why this happened, and this is how they were bidded on, and this is how they were disrespected, and they were just given the waste of the animal. They took the worst part of the animal and fed it to them, and this and that. Like yeah. I believe they need to see some of the things or whatever and experience it in a light way, not being stupid or silly, but in a light way. Yes. Yes.
The problem is we're still being so passive and lighthearted about stuff, and we let too many things pass. Do you know the amount of outrage and outcry and news footage that would have taken place had that been a Black teacher doing that to white students and having the Black kids bid on the white students like they were slaves, and those kids went home and told their parents?
I would love that.
But do you know how much outrage?
I know it would be outrage,
but I would cause.
I would love it.
So this is what I'm saying though. So
I would love it, if it's
so outrageous on one spectrum, right? If the people would not accept it, this teacher should lose their job immediately. Blah 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 blah. The superintendent should lose. Like everybody would be losing their jobs. So why is it acceptable when it's us? It shouldn't be acceptable, no matter who's teaching.
And listen,
whether it's a Black teacher or white teacher, that's not the way that you do it.
And listen. I rock with you. I get what you're saying, right? I get what you're saying. But see, you got to apply the same things when, and see, I know y'all going to say, because we so comfortable with using the word, and just like we had the conversation off air, you got to apply the same thing with the word nigga. Like now it's gotten out of control. We gotten out of hand with the word.
Agreed.
The word nigga. So it was a word put in place to disgrace us, to demean us, all of that, right?
Meant to be derogatory.
Right?
Yes.
So my thing is, but it's okay for one of us to do it, right? It's okay for one of us. It's okay because we do it every day.
Yeah.
So let's cut it out. Let's be honest. We do it every day. We call each other nigga. But we get mad when Caucasians use the word directed towards us, right? In a derogatory way. We get upset. But we allow it and we accept it more and we rock with it more when it comes from one of us, right? So now we're talking about teachable moments. Now that's a bad thing. The N-word,
I agree.
That's a bad thing, right? So now when you
we should call each other kings and queens. We
So
never
now what we're discussing right now is really just teaching history, right? Yes. And we're also discussing who's teaching it and what methods and how they're teaching it.
Exactly.
Right? So I'm saying now, if they had an exercise like that, when they have plenty of exercise or whatever, some of it don't make media, some of it don't get the news. Yeah. This is nothing new really that we're discussing. This exercise is done a lot throughout colleges and whatever. So is it different if it's done in a college as opposed to a grade school? Is it different?
Like
this is done all the time.
But like I said, the difference is these college students are coming up and saying, "Hey, yes, I want to be a part. I want to be a part of that, of what your teachable moment you're trying to do." And then they're trying to do that on a different platform. If they're trying to put together a play, or they're trying to put together, a moment in history, like some places relive battles every year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That happens, right? Okay. But the people on both sides volunteered to be a part of this battle and this thing of history. So it's different when you have someone willingly saying, "Hey, this is what you're doing. Okay, I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that teachable moment," versus taking someone's child who has no authority to tell you yes or no, because they can't tell you no because you're the teacher, they're the student, and if they do that, they're going to get in trouble. So now you're taking this child and saying, "Hey, I want you to stand up there, act like you have chains on. I want you to act like you're a slave, and we're gonna bid on you."
Here's
I'm gonna teach you a lesson.
Here's the wrong part about this, right? So again, maybe I'm biased too because
I got a lesson.
I'm not rocking with the Caucasian teacher, reenacting slavery or whatever like that, and trying to make it a teachable moment. Now, again, if what they should have did was, one, get permission from the parents. This is one. And I'm saying if this was, again, an African-American teacher, I don't think no Caucasian teacher should reenact anything when it comes to slavery, right? But if it was an African-American teacher, right, and they went to the parents first, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a mock exercise with all the kids, not just black, all the kids, blah, 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 blah. And we're going to do X, Y, and Z. And you need
I would tell you absolutely
here's a permission slip. So, but listen, if you said no, this is where I think the whole wrong moment is, all right, because they didn't get permissions from the parents. But I'm saying there's some parents that may say, yes, go ahead. As long as my child is not going to get hurt or harmed in any type of way, blah, 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 go ahead. It's fine. I'm just saying, like, we got to realize, like, everything is not meant to kind of condemn us and put us down and be so offensive. Like, every damn thing can't be that offensive. Some things you got to have teachable moments or whatever. Like, I went to different museums, right?
Yeah.
I went to a museum, whatever, and the man was showing me how to do the cotton gin and whatever. And it was an old black guy.
It's a museum,
right? But he was showing me how to do it, and he's like, "This is what you used to have to do," and this and that, and then they had the pictures of the effects that it used to have with the slave workers and this, and why they look like this, and why their feet was like a certain way, why their hands a certain way. So I get all of that.
That's
you know
way
what I'm
different,
saying?
though.
Like, I get all of that. But I'm just saying.
And if I was to be one of those parents who signed off the permission slip, you better believe that I would be there that day when whatever happened.
And that would be great. Let's read some comments. Shout out to D-Mac. I don't think any adults should have children acting on slavery, mimicking change. Come on. P. Woodbury said it's wrong. I don't care who's teaching it. Sandy B said they don't have to reenact it. Walter Pittman, Peace Family, I'm watching. What's up, fam? They need to be handled. Talking about those teachers. God's Transformers movement. Will when we have the same outrage if we do this in the classroom or plays or movies? What's the difference? Can't be hypocritical. I get what you're saying exactly. Barbara G said, "You better say that, P. We're still slaves mentally." Yes, we are. We've been still slaves mentally.
Agreeing with me. That's what I'm saying.
Right. That's what I'm.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. You listening?
I am listening.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's kind of going against what you're saying.
No, it don't matter, bro. It don't matter. It's not so much about a right or wrong. I'm just
no.
So what everybody's opinion is,
I'm not saying it's like about a right or wrong.
Right. So we're still slaves mentally. Yes, I 300% agree. Call back 404 from the 404. Call back You on the Man Cave Morning Show. We saw your call. We just reading some comments right now. And DT said contracts need to be in place. I get you. Well, now I don't know about contracts, but I get you. All right. Phone lines are open. There you go. We see you. Caller from the 404. State your name where you calling from. You on the Man Cave Morning Show. What's up? Let me see if we can get you. Make sure we got you. Okay.
Hey, what's going on? It's Cass.
There we go. What's up, Cass?
What's going on, Cass?
What's good, man? Talk to us.
Yeah, what's going on? It's Cass.
What's up, bro?
What's up, man? Talk to us. Can you hear us?
Oh, something going on my phone. Let me call you right back.
All right. Okay.
His new S10. Gotcha.
Oh, he bought the S10?
He bought 2 of them. I seen online.
He got 2 S10s? Man, come on, man.
1 for each hand, I guess.
All right. Caller from the 404.
Yeah, that's when I bought that S10. You know I bought that S10 Plus. I got 2 of them. Buy one, get one free.
You shout out.
You know what it is.
What's up, man? Go ahead. Make your point. What's good?
Okay, my point is this. We are so accustomed to turning bad into good that it has transformed up into the present time. Right. Let's take back in the day. They did give us the waste of the pig or whatever. But look, the white people are eating it more than we are. They eat chitlins, hog mugs, pig feet, pig ears, making hog head cheese. You know, we are bound to that fact that we can turn the worst that we're given and turn it into the best that it can be.
True. Right. True indeed.
We took the word nigger and turned it into my nigga.
Still ain't good, but go ahead.
It's not right.
Right.
I'm not saying that it's right, but we have been accustomed to, in so many years, to changing and transforming the bad things that's given to us into good.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's straight fact.
No doubt.
Give us mud. We'll build a hut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm talking about. They can stick me on a pile of shit, right? And I'll make money by selling manure to the motherfucking farmers.
You're right.
We built like that.
We always been built like that. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, I don't want us to get to the point to where it's like I see a lot of situations now is very sensitive. People are overly sensitive about things. People are overly offensive about this, that, whatever the case may be. But a lot of times it has to start. It has to start with us too, changing things we do. Right?
Let me tell a Jewish person that they're overly sensitive about the Holocaust.
No. I'm talking about when it comes to us. When it comes to us discussing them. So we live in a climate right now where public perception is shutting down a lot of situations, a lot of people's careers or whatever. So the whole ideal of innocent until proven guilty, that really don't exist no more.
Yeah,
that don't exist no more. The whole idea, so you can make a nice comment or a nice gesture to a woman, whatever, and then what happens? That gets blown out of proportion, whatever. You may lose your job. You may be on the news. You may get arrested. You may get locked up. Mm-hmm. You may lose your freedom behind it, right? So the world has changed. The world has changed. And think about it. It's like this now. So 10 years from now, it may be even worse. You know, you can't even look at a woman's way and smile at her without that being taken, into some other type of context or whatever. But it's getting like that too. So a lot of times people can't even discuss race without people like discuss it.
You can discuss it, but
that's true.
It's the way that it's the way in which you have the discussion. Like what we do here, we have intellectual discussions.
Exactly.
Right? We have intellectual banter. We go back. We may have different points of views, but no one disrespects one another. We don't talk about nobody's mother. We don't show. What I'm saying? It's all in how you conduct it. You can't take, and it gets a little more sensitive when you add children to the equation. You're taking innocent kids and putting them in positions of uncomfortability. To try to get your point across or make your teaching point without putting the parents are privy to any of this. First of all, you know that. As a child, what's going to happen.
Wrong.
When you do something wrong, your child is going to come home. If something happens to your child, they coming home to tell mommy and daddy, hey, mommy and daddy, this is what happened to me. Guess what happened to me today? I was a slave. You was a what? Yeah, I was. But
it's the motivation behind it, though. Exactly. It's the motivation behind. It's the undercurrent in what they was trying to teach. Exactly. We don't know whether she was trying to be like funny. We don't know if she could be a good teacher. We don't know that.
You know,
I'm not defending this woman. I'm not defending this woman by no means. She shouldn't have did it irregardless.
She might be the greatest teacher on the planet, Cass. And in doing so, she should have enough common sense to know that doing that was wrong on so many levels.
Well, especially as a Caucasian teacher.
Period.
See, they're
too comfortable.
That's where too comfortable. This is where I agree. I agree on a lot of levels.
I can go with that.
Yeah, I agree on a lot of levels, especially when it comes to the parents. They should have got the parents' permission, okay, from the door. And if the parents wasn't feeling it, and okay with it, then okay, we got to put the kibosh on this exercise or whatever the case may be.
Right.
But I'm saying there's a way before there's a way to introduce certain things. And again, I don't know if there would be that much heat if it was an African-American teacher. I don't think it would be that much heat.
It absolutely.
I think it should be that much heat because it should go for both black and white.
I agree.
Yeah, but we already know there's a difference. And you know what we got to do here on this show? We got to get the pros and the cons. It got to be the antagonist and the protagonist. See, I'm pulling out English stuff.
Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you about the pros and cons about my phone. I settled for the Galaxy S10 Plus. I really want that Solarian. Take a look up Solarian and take a look at that phone.
Yeah, tomorrow's topic is going to be African American men getting their priorities straight before they buy $2,000 phones.
I'm about to say, Cash, if you get the other one, then you can shoot me the S10 as an early birthday gift.
You got to take another call. Got to take another call. Caller from 678. State your name, where you calling from. You on the Man Cave Morning Show. What's up?
What's up, man? It's the artist formerly known as Julius.
Shout out to the artist formerly known. Yo, shout out to that sketch you did, man, with the pick of mine with me with the king on and everything. Great, man. Great job, man. You got your skills. You're so talented, bro.
Like the world better.
Yo,
the world needs to know.
Thank you very much, man. I will be bringing that one to you and the one to the doctor.
No doubt.
But real quick, are you guys still talking about the kids and the lesson that the teacher tried to teach them?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna move on. Go ahead, bro.
No, real quick. I just want to say it was one word that Smooth P used that changes the whole complexion. Is intellectual. Most kids are not intellectuals. You see what I'm saying? So it sounds like to me like the teacher tried to have an intellectual conversation with kids that are not intellectuals. You see what I'm saying? And I think the whole situation was wrong. He shouldn't have tried that. But I don't see how you can have an intellectual conversation with a child that with an attention span of that's not really, built for that.
Exactly.
And,
you see what I'm saying?
Yep. So, and I'm rocking with you on that because I think it would have played out differently if it was a college exercise. They do this all the time on college campuses. They do it a lot. We don't hear a lot about it, but they do it on a lot of different levels
because people volunteer.
Yeah,
like I said, it's a difference. It's a difference if me as an adult or a young adult said I want to do this versus you putting my 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old, in front of the class like that. That's unacceptable to me.
Yep.
Boom. Thank you very much. That's all I wanted to add. All right. Thank you.
No doubt. Thanks,
all right.
Thanks for sharing that, man. We appreciate it. Just clap that up.
Yes. We can move on, but I mean that's all I'm saying. Like we got to stop letting people put our children in positions that they're not really built to handle. I get it. You want to teach them these teachable lessons, but there's a way to go about doing it, and the way these teachers have been doing it lately is not the avenue.
No doubt. Yeah. Shout out to Barbara G because we have an overly sensitive climate. Yeah, true indeed. Now moving on. Yo, I'm looking at this and I'm really thinking about this, bro. Dude, hold on. He could be facing 64 years. Yo, Jussie Smollett facing 64 years in prison. Crazy. That's a lot of time.
It just goes to show you just how screwed up the judge. I'll let you read it first.
Yeah. Wow, Jussie Smollett has been hit with 15 additional felonies by a grand jury. 1 felony for every lie that he told investigators, according to the reports. This totals 16 felonies, which holds a max of 64 years total. Damn, man. If convicted on all accounts, he could be facing decades in prison. What advice would y'all want to give Jussie Smollett? Don't lie. I mean, don't lie. Let's run the clip.
We're going to begin tonight with an indictment on 16 felony counts. Actor Jussie Smollett, who was first arrested last month, is accused of staging a hate crime against himself. If convicted on the charges that we learned about late this afternoon, he could face decades behind bars. Dean Reynolds has been following this story from the beginning and reports from Chicago.
Smollett, a co-star of the TV show Empire, was charged last month with a single felony for involving disorderly conduct for filing a false police report. Now, the Cook County grand jury has charged him with felonies for every alleged lie he told the Chicago police who were compiling that report. Now, each one of the 16 counts carries a maximum penalty of 4 years in prison. That's 64 years in total. Smollett is due back here in Chicago in court next Thursday. Jeff?
All right, Dean Reynolds, thank you very much. We're going to begin tonight with an indictment on 16.
All right. Way too excessive.
Man.
64 years, way too excessive. 30 years, way too excessive. 10 years, way too excessive. I say 3 years. If he gets convicted, 3 years. Do your 3 years. It's a teachable moment. It's a lesson to be learned. You know, you can't waste the law enforcement's time. You can't have people rallying for you, right? Cause some racial and issues within the LGBT community.
Yeah,
you know, and we're thinking there's a monster out there, and it wasn't, and the monster was you. I get all of that. Way too excessive, though.
Yeah. Here's my problem with them even proposing to lock this man up for 64 years. It just goes to show you just how broken that the justice or the injustice system actually is, where a man could face 64 years in prison for telling a lie versus let me take a listen. A man could face 64 years for telling a lie. A woman could go to jail for life for 50-something years for stealing $100-something worth of clothes. A kid could go to jail for not standing up for the Pledge of Allegiance. But you get people who rob, kill, murder, rape, defraud millions of dollars, and they get a slap on the hand. Like, where is the justice in the justice system? Like, it's invisible. You know, they have the symbol of Lady Justice, you know, where she's blindfolded. Take that blindfold off, because that doesn't work. How crazy is that this man could go to jail for 64 years for lying? Get it? Like you said, if he lied, should he have to face some time? And if we're gonna do this, we got to make this a precedent. If we're gonna send Jussie Smollett to jail for lying, then we need to backlog a whole bunch of cases of other people who have lied, and they need to go to jail.
Absolutely.
Because you know there's slews and slews and slews of people out there who have lied to the police, knowingly lied to the police, and don't go to jail. So if we're gonna make this man an example, we need to backlog all of these old cases, and then we need to really start putting people behind jail for the crimes that they're committing. Like, we gotta stop. If you're my complexion, you gotta stop getting the whole book, the jail, the church, like everything thrown at you. But if you're this complexion, it's like, you didn't really mean it. Like, I'm getting tired of that. Like, it's crazy the climate that we're at right now, that so many people are going to jail for. I'm not saying he did nothing, but he shouldn't be facing 64 years in jail.
Absolutely.
The young lady who stole $159 worth of clothes shouldn't be facing 50 years in jail.
Absolutely. And this is why, shout out to like Jay-Z, Meek, whatever, they're rallying against prison reform and all of that. They're trying to change these laws and everything. Even Kim Kardashian, all of them. They trying to change these laws, man, for prison reform. It's ridiculous. No way in hell he deserves 10 years. He don't even deserve 10 years in jail. All right, I've seen people within my community that have shot people and they got out in 3.
But you know, it doesn't even come down to prison reform. because prison reform comes after the fact.
Yeah.
After the fact. It's the before the fact.
Yeah,
How are we getting all these people in prison? And how is it so unevenly weighed out that you get one demographic that just goes like crazy and the other one is like
because we're going to extend the sentences because of what? Business, man. It's business. It's all business, people. And we've said this before. When it comes to prisons and locking people up, let me tell you right now,
business. Yeah.
The prison workforce, the system that they're creating,
it's slavery.
Come on, man.
If you look on the books, that's what it said. That's the only time slavery is legal is if you're locked up.
We can get $250,000 worth of work done for paying them $800 for their whole sentence. For just giving them $800, right? Mm-hmm. Because I seen what a check was for somebody that's been locked up for like 10 years or whatever like that. It was $863 or something like that. And we can give them $863 and get $250,000 worth of work from them.
I got a better one. I was just speaking to someone who I know who's a retired veteran right now, and he was just on vacation, and, ran into some other veterans, because he's younger, and he was speaking to him, and the one guy told him, "Say, hey man, just make sure you keep your nose clean. Don't get locked up for nothing, because do you know if you're a veteran and you're getting like your full benefits and everything, if you're locked up, you don't get paid that money anymore. Guess where that money goes?
Where?
To whatever prison is holding you. They get your check.
That's crazy.
They get your money until once you're out of jail, then they revert your money back to you. But they're paying the jail your money while you're locked up, plus whatever labor that you're in there occurring, because you're not in jail just sitting around. Most of the time they're manufacturing something in these jails. So not only are you getting my money that I get from from my pension or whatever it is, you're also getting my free labor. Like you said, $800 something. How much they got? $800 something
$63 check.
It's crazy the way the prison industrial system is set up. It's like it's ingenious. It was the brand new way to make slavery legal. We're gonna even at the beginning they set up laws that if you had no place to stay, that you would go to jail. So when is your freedoms taken away and you're considered a legal slave? When you're in jail. So it's been set up that way from the beginning.
No doubt. Wow, moving on. So we all know about the stand your ground law, right? We know what that is, the stand your ground law, and Florida has been notorious for abusing that law.
Yeah.
For abusing that law. We lost Trayvon Martin, right, to that law.
Still weighed out crazy because you have the young lady who shot at her husband who was abusing her, and she got how many years for it?
Yeah, she got
didn't even shoot him.
Right.
Shot at like a warning, don't come near me, and she went to jail for that.
So now Arkansas is trying to pass that law. Arkansas is trying to pass the law, but then we got a senator that was on the committee. She blacked out because they tried to brush over it, right?
Yeah, they tried to slide it in there.
They're trying to slide it in there to pass it. And she's like, oh, wait. Nah, because this don't affect y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
It affects people that look like me and my kids. So they want to institute this stand your ground law in Arkansas. And this particular woman, Queen, was not having it. Check out the clip. So let me read this to y'all real quick. Arkansas lawmaker checks entire committee for trying to brush past stand your ground law that they introduced. Here's what went down. Here's the clip. And her name is, by the way, I want y'all to get her name right. Bring it, trying to make it a little bit bigger. You know the eyes is crazy. Senator Stephanie Flowers. All right. So the young lady you're about to see now is Senator Stephanie Flowers. Here's the clip.
You need to stop.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. What the hell you gonna do? Shoot me? Senator shit. Go to hell. I'm telling you, this deserves more attention. You want to come up here with all these little NRA bills and bills that Alec have and all that stuff. I'm talking about my son's life. And I'm talking about to do. Go ahead, but you can't silence me. You got your damn silence gun out the damn chamber today, but you are not going to silence me.
Senator.
What?
You're out of order.
And so what?
So you're out of order.
Okay, so what?
You're out of order.
And so what are you going to do about it?
Senator, you need to stop.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
She said, and so?
And so what? She's like, you're not going to silence me.
You're out of order, and you're out of order, and you're out of order. We're all out of order.
She's speaking because she knows
how it's going to go down. Who's going to
who
suffer.
that law targets.
Exactly. Yep.
She knows who the stand your ground law targets.
Yep.
Point blank.
Point blank.
Who does it really target, man?
Yep.
You know, I get it. You know, it's a law, and you have the right to defend. I get all of that. And like you say, in the instance with the young lady,
it's one-sided.
Yeah, but it's one-sided.
Definitely one-sided.
It's not balanced.
It's not balanced.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, she said, no. You're not going to just slip that in here and we, no. She's not trying to rock with that. Y'all not getting that off. So hopefully they don't pass that law in Arkansas. Let's read some comments. Shout out to Phyllis. She said Miss Flowers was not having it. I watched this all weekend. DT said she ain't playing. Cass said when I went to prison they paid me $1.30 a day. Damn,
wow.
You got a lot. That's a lot. Because I thought it was like 25 cents, 20 cents.
No, something like that.
Sandy B said if you lie, 18 months should be his max. That's my opinion. In reference to Jussie Smollett. But yeah, in reference with that senator, man, she ain't playing.
Nah, man. I mean, it's just I understand her passion, you know, having young men, I'm sure, in the same age bracket that she does as sons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. How many people are going to try them? How many more people would try them because they know that this law stands and that they would get away with if they shot one of them dead.
Right.
Even if they're the aggressor. Oh no, I was scared. I was oh my God, look, I was terrified. You know how many times has that happened? And how many times does it backfire? It's very rarely that it backfires. Now it has, like that one incident where the man shot the I forgot the kid's name at the gas station because his music was too loud, and he wound up going to jail.
Yeah.
Because that pretty much wasn't a stand your ground. You were the aggressor. So if you're an aggressor and somebody's aggressive back to you, you don't have the right to say, "Oh I'm scared now. I'm going to shoot him." You were the aggressor. He should have shot you when you came to him. So I mean, depending on the circumstances, it can work, you know. But I think it's just crazy. More and more states. I think there's like 25 states right now that's actually active. I think it's active in 25 of the 50 states. So
yeah,
watch yourself.
Yeah, definitely. So all right. So next up, man, and real talk. How y'all really feel about this, right? So there are some people out there that's kind of coming to Oprah's defense, saying like, "Yo, we riding Oprah too hard.
No,
we shouldn't be riding her too hard." Whatever the case, that's her views, that's her opinion, whatever.
Oprah, you knock it off.
But now they're saying the internet is unfairly attacking Oprah,
man,
right?
listen.
But now I'm gonna say this about your boy Nick Cannon, right? I'm starting to really become a fan of Nick Cannon.
Nick was a dude.
Cause no, lately
he's
been on some ish, and
Nick be dropping.
Nick don't care who he piss off.
Nope.
He don't care who he piss off now. You know why? Because he has his company. He made his money.
I want to say Nick money is long.
He has his brand.
Yes, sir.
It is what it is. And like, okay, if y'all do try to shut me down, I didn't do nothing to nobody. Y'all ain't got nothing to lock me up on or nothing like that. So I'm going to speak my mind.
Yeah.
And clearly, lately, Nick Cannon has been speaking his mind. So Nick Cannon posted mind you, Nick Cannon and Oprah were cool at one time.
Yeah.
Right? Nick Cannon posted this up on his Instagram. All right, so this came from Nick. He posted up on his Instagram and said, "Hey, y'all, what time does Surviving Harvey Weinstein come on?" All right. And then in his thing, he says, he was just wondering. So Nick Cannon posted this, and like, you know, a lot of celebrities, they have the same sentiment as Nick. And then you see the things floating around like this. He is really catching it.
if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna be a champion, you gotta be a champion. You can't champion something, right? And then hang out with people who are doing the same exact thing that you're trying to champion behind.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like you make yourself look like an ass, a hypocrite. And it's clear that she is very close friends with like the Harvey Weinsteins and all the other ones, you know,
right.
who people are calling for when we're going to start boycotting and we're going to see these documentaries. So you can't, if you're going to do one, you should have had them all lined up back to back. Okay, this week we're going to do Surviving Neverland. Next week we're going to do Surviving Harvey Weinstein. The week after that we're going to do Surviving Woody Harrison, right? Or who Woody? Damn.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen. No, Woody, the one who adopted his daughter.
No, that's Woody Allen.
Woody Allen.
Don't sit. We apologize, Woody.
I'm sorry.
It's another Woody.
Yeah, it's another Woody. But still, either way, he adopts his daughter and then he marries her. Like, really? Like, come on,
That should have been a story. That should have been a story.
Come on, like, let's knock it off.
Listen. All I'm just saying is, look, man.
Elvis Presley.
You got to pick and choose your battles. I think Oprah. Certain things don't need to be said. Let me tell you something right now. Okay. And this is how we work in the African American family, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is how we work. So, Norm, I heard Smooth P's out there selling crack. What? My boy? Nah, no, he ain't. I don't know nothing about that. I'm going to go to Smooth P. Bruh, people starting to talk. Feel me? And you need to change up, bro. You know, like, you ain't covering your tracks well. You know, you need to start doing something, you know, a little bit more positive and stop selling that to the people. All right, I'm gonna come to you, right? But I'm not gonna take my knowledge I have of you and put it out there into the media.
Exactly.
I'm gonna come to you because and try to help you with your situation.
Exactly.
And talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So my thing is, without having direct proof, this is the beef I have with Oprah. Without there being direct proof and that this man is in the ground.
Exactly.
Where you couldn't
that
even
you call
come to
friend.
him. Yeah, that you would once called friend and this and that. So you're totally taking the word solely on a documentary put together. You know, documentaries are put together sometimes. Sometimes is truthful documentaries.
Exactly.
Sometimes just exposés.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's just tabloid nonsense, bullshit. Right? So we know this, right? So for years and years later, this comes out, and now, you know, everybody's on the attack and they shut down his music. The Lakers now are not using his song now.
Are you serious?
And the thing, the Lakers are not using MJ's song now and whatever. Like, come on, man, this is getting out of control. We don't know. For things we don't know.
Like I always say,
I get it with R. Kelly.
Public opinion means everything.
But things we don't know, we don't never seen a real true shred of proof. Right?
Public opinion is all that counts.
And come on, man.
To destroy a person's life.
Yeah. One of the accusers has a relationship with his sister. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We don't. We gotta stop doing that, man. Listen, I was taught by my family, by my mother and father, when we got issues in this home, let's deal with it in this home.
Yeah.
Let's not put it out in the street.
But if you're gonna start digging up dead people, let's dig up Elvis.
Everybody. You know? Jerry Lee Lewis.
You know, we got a lot of people. We go to Hugh. You've been doing it forever. Like I said, Brooke Shields, naked on Playboy at 10 years old.
Was she? I don't know about that.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. 10 years old was in a Playboy picture at 10.
I don't know.
14 was in Endless Love, having sex in a movie in 14 years old. Like, come on, like, let's knock it off.
Yeah.
You know, Elvis, his wife, he was 25. What's her face was 14 when they first started dating.
Yeah. So now, shout out to T.I. And while we're talking about this, so you know, T.I. got real vocal about this. He's upset. So basically, T.I. came out and said, T.I. says Leaving Neverland is a part of an agenda to destroy black culture. That's his sentiments on it. He believes it's a part of an agenda to destroy black culture. What's y'all take on what he said? And let me read a little bit. I'm going to read a little bit right here. T.I. comes to the aid of Jackson during several posts on Instagram as he acknowledges other white American icons who he thinks should be under investigation as well. Let this man speak for himself to defend his legacy. Don't just listen to one side and expect to find truth. Oh, that's right. Dead men can't speak. So what's the point again? He wrote on Instagram, destroy another strong black historical legend. It's several examples of pedophilia in American history. If y'all pulling up all our old shit, we got to examine Elvis Presley, Hugh Hefner, and a whole slew of other guilty of the same, if not more.
T.I. was a smart guy.
No, always been. And then here's this clip, and here's a little audio that T.I. actually took from an interview. And I'm going to play the audio. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all know you at the Man Cave Morning Show, BKS1 Radio.
I would slit my wrist before I would. Yeah. I could never, ever. If it wasn't for children, I would throw in the towel. I would kill myself. I wouldn't care to live. They give me my inspiration. They tried to use it against me. And it's just been so unfair, and I'm very upset about it. I would love to live in London. It's just the press is so hard on me here, and I try to do so good. I go to their hospital, and I give presents to the children. As soon as I leave, the next day they go, Wacko Jacko left the hospital, and he ignored all the children. And it hurt my heart. Purposely, I flew Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse all the way from Euro Disney. I brought them with me to surprise the children. I brought bags of presents and everything, and I spent time with the kids, and they made fun of me. Leave me alone and let me do what I want to do, which is share and give and put a smile on people's face and make their heart feel.
And why are they calling that the forgotten interview? They're calling that the forgotten interview, right? So this is this man speaking out, right? Again, so listen, even with Cos, we haven't heard Cosby speak out.
No. I think he's just so broken.
Right?
Yeah.
Even, with the situation with R. Kelly, yeah, we heard him lash out. But what we heard right there, why isn't that included in anything? Why isn't the media constantly displaying that or running that? Because we don't know. Like there's always assumptions and this and that, whatever. So in the court of law, he wasn't convicted. Exactly. But he was convicted by the two alleged victims. And again, if they are truly, truly victims, then let justice be served in whatever form or fashion, however you're going to serve it now, because this man is dead. Exactly. But if they're not, and this is a come up, and this is a part of an agenda for a come up, all right, because this is getting them in every press in the world, every interview platform, media platform in the world now, and the documentaries being seen and watched over and over and over again. And they've been on Oprah, and now Oprah's rocking with them and says she believes them, and the whole nine. I don't know where it's coming to, man. So now anybody can
fabricate a story.
Yeah, fabricate a story.
Yeah,
and it's believed. All right,
I should go and say Oprah follow me. And see how far it goes.
Just split the dough.
I'm saying.
Just split the dough. That's all I'm saying, bro. We brothers.
You know I got you.
I want some of that.
I'm like, she followed him too. That's how I met her. He said, I want y'all to treat me like bookings.
Crazy. But did y'all hear that, though? Did you hear his voice?
Yeah.
This man said, I would kill myself before come on, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. What are we doing to each other? That's all I want to know. What are we doing to each other?
Self-destruction. We're headed for self-destruction.
So we know, this was kind of funny. I'm like, damn. Like, everybody just saying, I'm diming them out. A-Rod and J-Lo, they got relationship.
Yeah.
They got engaged and everything. So why Jose Canseco, however you pronounce his name, Watching World of Dance, watching J-Lo text Alex Rodriguez. Little does she know that he is cheating on her with my ex-wife, Jessica. Poor girl. She has no idea who he really is. Damn,
Wow.
he took to Twitter to say this, bruh. And then goes on to say, okay, I was there a few months back with her, talking about his ex-wife. He was with his ex-wife a few months back with her when he called her on her phone. Damn, man. Is this what it's coming to? We putting this out there on Twitter and social media now.
That must mean, I don't know. I don't think J-Lo needs to get married anymore. Anyway, how many times she been married now?
I don't know, bro.
She been married a few times.
I don't know.
But
But
let it go.
I'm just curious, right? So, ladies, this goes for the ladies. So if this happened to you, right? You about to get engaged. You about to get engaged to a guy, whatever. And something like that happened. Somebody put that out there on social media. Well, little does she know that my ex is messing around with her fiance and puts that out there on social media. How you going to handle that? What would go through your head? Would you take it at face value?
There you go. That's secure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you expect J-Lo to do with that information? Now that another famous ball player has put that out there on social media, what should J-Lo do with that information? I want to know, from y'all ladies, how would y'all handle that? Call in. Oh, by the way, the number is 646-233-1302. All right. Call in. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. And I know we splitting today. Shout out to everybody on Facebook and Twitter and Periscope as well, and the other platforms. Again, if you're having problems with Facebook, just please go to YouTube. So how we handling in that situation?
I could tell you me as a man. I can't tell you from a woman point of view. First of all, I would think that your first loyalty to me would be to trust and believe your mate. So before you go all willy-nilly and off the handle, you need to go have a conversation with them. That would be the kind of like, hey, you know what? So-and-so is posting this, da-da-da-da. You know, what's going on? Is there something going on? And take it from there. You might want to do a little more investigating yourself, because if somebody is doing that, chances are they might be lying. But I mean, if there's a paper trail like that, it probably won't be too hard to find out. But I think where people do go wrong is because a lot of times people are jealous of situations, and nobody likes to see other people happy sometimes. And some people will do whatever they think they can do to ruin your relationship with someone else, whether it's true or not true. How many relationships have been ruined by somebody telling a falsehood, and the person, like you said, just jumping to conclusions and believing it? Oh, I knew you was a dog all the time, or I knew you was a hoe.
I was talking to K. Michelle yesterday, bro. I heard you in the background following her feet.
See, here you go.
I heard you.
You
I knew it was your voice.
Me call you the N-word. I don't even use the word like that.
I knew it was your voice. I was talking to K. Michelle yesterday. I heard you in the background following her feet.
You are funny.
But do you see where that could go?
Yeah.
Do you see where that could go? So like that's me. That's like, so if you heard if the opposite happened, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then some chick put that out there on social media, such as because I know he was talking to my girlfriend yesterday, blah 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 blah. How would you how would you expect? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you handle that?
I just told you, like I said, go talk to the person I need to be talking to. I'm excluding everybody else out of the equation.
So,
and I'm going to go to the person that I'm supposed to be in a relationship with, and we're going to have a conversation, because that's where it needs to start, and that's where it kind of needs to end. You don't even need to involve anybody else, because either way, that's where it starts and ends. It ends with you two people, because you're the ones in the relationship. So if it's a falsehood, then that's fine and we move on. If it's a truth, that's fine and we move on, whichever way we decide to move on. But to get others involved, now we're gonna have a big old Twitter beef, blah blah blah. Because that's what happens next. Then everybody's looking crazy. Like, I'm not putting my situation like that into social media. I'm gonna handle it at home where it needs to be handled, and that's where it's gonna end.
Wow. No doubt, no doubt. Real quick before we go on to the next story, I'm loving the comments. So Sandy said, let me get the comment. Let me go to YouTube. D-Max said T.I. is correct. Kazmine said, if the history of the United States we had the first lady posing naked. Yeah. Kazmine said the 2 alleged victims don't have any credibility. Okay, we're talking about MJ. Now, as far as J-Lo and A-Rod and Jose Canseco, Sandy B said, once a cheater, always a cheater. Unfortunately, they don't change. I guess you're basing that on experience, but yeah. And then Sandy B said J-Lo need to investigate before she made a decision, but don't ignore it. I'm just saying. Denise Sparrow said, I would definitely take it as a sign. Phyllis said, sound is back up on Facebook. Okay. Phyllis said, the 3 of us having a conversation, my gut won't lie.
Yeah, well, that's good too. Yeah, there you go. You know what? Yeah, if you wanted, that's another. If you wanted to do that after we've had a conversation, if we want to involve the third party in it, absolutely. Now, I get you on that because you could tell. You know, you can weed through the BS and see what's BS and what's not. You know, and know if there's something more, you know, than what's being said.
Right.
Actually is going on. So I can agree with you on that.
All right, no doubt. All right, before we go on real quick, don't forget, man, make sure y'all check out Four Brothers when y'all can. Four Brothers, they're located on 41 Mountain Boulevard in Warren, New Jersey. All right, that's 41 Mountain Boulevard, Warren, New Jersey. Check out Four Brothers. Food is off the hook. It's Southern comfort food, man.
Really good food.
Yes,
really
so
good.
Go check it out. Nice little quaint spot and everything. Great food. Here's some of the food. I hope this is making you hungry because I'm sure hungry. I think I may have to cheat on my diet. I can't eat crabs, but these crabs look good if I could eat crabs. Wow. I'm loving it. I'm going to have to check it out. Shrimp. I can't eat shrimp, but the shrimp look good. Yeah. What they feasting on right there? Let's blow that up.
Chicken wings, some mac and cheese.
Yes. The little girl's like, stop taking a picture of me.
Let me
eat. Let me blow that up. I'm going to blow that up right here. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. And here's another picture. Just, man, that's looking good right there.
Some catfish, some green.
Yeah. That's an Uptown?
No, that's just a regular sweet tea, but it's
sweet
good.
tea?
They do Uptowns also.
Okay. All right. Nice. So make sure, again, y'all check out Four Brothers Southern Comfort Food. And again, 41 Mountain Boulevard, Warren, New Jersey. Make sure you tell them the Man Cave Morning Show, BKS1 Radio sent you. Phone number is also 908-834-8889. That's 908-834-8889. Four Brothers Breakfast, man. All right? Four Brothers Breakfast. Southern Comfort Food. Go check them out. Now, that made me hungry. I ain't going front. All right, so let's go on to the
saying that you could cheat on your diet without me.
I'm not cheating. Sheesh. Learn to stand by your man. Stand by your man. She knows nothing about that. So anyway.
Knock it off.
Anyway, shout out to this lady. I'm gonna have to shout her out. Yeah, because she's stupid.
Oh wow.
Just dumb, ignorant. Why would you even think of it? But anyway, Jaguar won't be euthanized after zoo attack on selfie-taking Arizona woman, officials say. So she was trying to take a selfie, basically. And let me see if I got a little clip of the story or anything. Let me see. Yeah. So here's a little bit of the story. All right. A Jaguar won't be punished for a woman whose selfie went horribly wrong. Oh, boy, did it. The Jaguar that attacked an Arizona woman who jumped a barrier to snap a selfie with the feline will not be euthanized, zoo officials said Sunday. Wildlife World Zoo officials told social media users the Jaguar won't be put down after a woman in her 30s suffered injuries to her arm following the Saturday incident. The woman jumped a barrier at the Litchfield Park Zoo and reached out to take a selfie when the big cat dug her claws into the visitor's hand. Wow. Okay.
You want to know what's the craziest part about that whole thing?
I want to run the clip.
The craziest part before you run the clip is that I guarantee you she tries to sue the zoo.
Nah, she came out with an apology.
Oh, she did?
She apologized.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, she actually apologized to the zoo. She apologized to. She jumped the barrier. She can't sue.
People try that stuff.
But here's the clip when she got hurt when she's on the ground. Look at the gash, though.
Yeah,
I want you to pay attention to that gash, just from the claw
these animals
of
ain't
that jaguar.
no joke.
All right, here's the clip.
Oh my God! I cannot believe that just happened.
Just let go. Oh my God. It's okay. There you go. Calm your breathing, okay? Here, I got some.
Any keeper ASAP over here, please.
Anybody, call Deb. Right, anybody.
Deb on right, please.
You guys got a bandage or something? Yeah. You guys have a bandage. Just keep your still. Keep your still. This is my guy. Don't move. Here, come on, sweater. Come on, sweater. Here, come on, sweater. Here, come on, sweater.
Oh my God! I cannot believe that just happened.
Just let go.
Oh my God! It's okay.
Damn, man. Yeah, he chewing it. The water bottle. Oh, by the way, the water bottle is what they threw in there to deflect it.
Oh, okay,
it was a bystander, and he threw the water bottle in there.
Yeah.
And then the jaguar started releasing off of her, and he released off her arm, and then his claw was still just on the sweater. And when he saw it was just on the sweater, he pulled her away. He pulled her back away from the jaguar, and he went towards the water bottle and started messing with that. So shout out to the bystander.
Yeah.
Clap him up.
Quick thinking.
Listen, man, when somebody says don't feed the animals and
with
don't
no
do this with the
signs,
animals,
yes.
whatever.
Pay attention.
Like, come on, man.
It's real. I mean, if you don't have enough sense to know that you don't climb into the cages and pits of these wild, and they are, even though they're in zoos and they are a little bit milder than if they were out in the wilderness, they are still wild animals. They still have wild animal instincts. And if you're not one of their handlers who may be able to go in there with them because they know them, because they've raised them and they've fed them,
right,
you stay your ass on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
If you want to take a picture, you take it from there. You're going to climb into the pit to take a picture?
Exactly. Exactly.
You got everything you deserved. I don't think anybody deserved that, but guess what? I guarantee you'll never jump into an animal cage pit.
That's like Chris Rock's old joke when he said, when Siegfried and Roy, whatever, when a tiger went crazy on him, he said that tiger went tiger.
Yeah, exactly. That's tiger went tiger.
He went tiger on him.
Exactly.
Like, he's a tiger. Like,
that's
what
he's supposed to do. He did exactly what he's supposed to do.
They're called man eaters for a reason. Man eaters, man eating tiger. Yeah, come on, man. Jeez, let me tell you, all the safari stuff, and I did it when I was kids. Remember, Great Adventures used to have the safari and all that.
Drive through,
Do they still got that? I think
they do.
Do they, or they took it away?
No, they still do.
Yeah, and the monkeys and the
I never went through there with my
tigers
car.
would jump on.
Yeah,
I went through there. I went through there
up.
like a dummy in a pacer. I was in a pacer with my older brother when I was young, and I thought it was cute and everything. And I really thought about it, like,
how much protection exactly?
Gorilla or monkey would have bust out that window or whatever like that.
I heard about the monkeys will rip off people's antennas and be beating the cars. So I was like, you ain't going. I'm not driving through here. You tear. That's why I've never went through, because I'm like, you're not going to. No, actually, that's a lie. I went through one time, but it wasn't in my car. I did go through one time, and it was kind of crazy because you got these big animals coming straight up to the cars. You know, like it ain't nothing. You know, looking at you. You know, but yeah, they can keep that.
Yeah. Yeah, she could have got killed. You see,
she could have got killed. Exactly.
You see the claws on that thing trying to take a selfie, man. We do too much for the damn gram.
Yeah, she's
too
lucky
much.
to be alive. That's for sure.
Too much, man. What we got besides stupid ladies trying to jump in and take selfies with?
That just shows you just how crazy the internet really has people. Like, the internet really got people's minds tore the hell up. Knock it off, people. Bring it back in.
Yeah, let's get into some of this topic real quick, man. If you just joined us, we're talking about get rid of the clutter in your life. A lot of people, again, and I got to use this term, we're going to talk about it. Let's get real right now. This is when you share it out. Share it out. Share it out. Click the share button. Let's get this information out here. Because some people need to hear this, man. We hold on to a lot of clutter in our life. We got to start letting go. Stop being emotional hoarders. All right. Again, emotional hoarders. All right. So you know what a hoarder is. House, when you just got stuff in every room. Every room in the house is just cluttered up with stuff. Filled up with stuff.
Yeah.
Closet, your bedroom, your this, that. Just clutter all over the place, right? They call you a hoarder. You can be like that emotionally, too. And in your life, too. You got stuff you know you need to let go of. Stuff you know you need to release. Things from your past.
Yeah.
That you need to release and let go. It's like, come on, let go of it. All right? When my boy hits me up that I used to run heavyweight in school and like, yo, no, I'm about to get some 40s and some Foster cans and like we used to do back in the day, whatever. We're going to get a whole case of 40s. We're going to drink the case.
A case of 40s.
No, this is what we used to do back in the day. We were stupid. Yeah. We were young and we would drink knowing we going to throw up. You think about it. Let's think about it. We would do dumb stuff knowing the effect it's going to have on us.
Yeah.
Right? But as you mature, as you grow older, you can, certain things you got to let go.
Yeah, man.
Let the clutter go, man. You got baggage you holding on to a beef or a feud with somebody years and years. You still holding on with a beef from them from high school. Let it go. That's clutter, right? A family situation, whatever. The family is family. Listen, what I'm realizing, I learned you only get one family. I love them. I love my family. But
some from a distance,
some from a distance,
still love,
and some close up.
Yeah,
I love them whether they love me or not.
Exactly.
But what I have to realize that I can't hold on to something that they didn't do, or did do, or whatever the case may be. Eventually, you got to let it go. So we're gonna talk about emotional clutter today, right? All right. So these are 5 signs. It's time to declutter your life. 5 signs it's time to declutter your life. Hopefully, y'all could be honest and share an experience that you got some clutter in your life. Then you can call in 646-233-1302. Hopefully, y'all share that or put it in the chat, whatever. But feel free. We want to know. You know how we are. We transparent here. We're trying to help each other out. All right, no doubt. So 5 signs it's time to declutter your life. The first one. Let me see what the first one they got here. Because I'm reading this right along with y'all. And the first sign happens to be you have a lot of worries, financial and otherwise. All right. So now, if we read this, it says owning a lot of stuff means the stuff owns us. Owning a lot of stuff means the stuff owns us in the end. All right. Think about it. In order to buy most anything life on a large scale, it requires us to go into debt. All right. So we have the additional burden over our heads of paying back the debt, plus the upkeep of whatever we purchased as well. Even if you don't go into debt buying things, the items still won't bring a sense of fulfillment, as things can't connect to us like experiences and other people can. If you have a lot of worries in your life, you might want to look at what you own to see where you can eliminate stress. Many people report that finances cause them a lot of distress in their lives. So by getting rid of what you don't need and trying to eliminate debts, you will feel a huge relief. I'm going to have to clap that up. Let's get rid of that clutter, man. Them worries, that financial stress, and all of that, you got to let it go. And that's true. And that's true. Sometimes when we look, our wants can be our biggest downfall.
True. Yeah.
Because we start neglecting our needs.
If you don't have the right means. Yeah. If you don't have the means, So that's the thing. That's all about priorities too. Like you were talking about earlier. Like some people don't prioritize. They go after what they want, like you said, instead of what they need and or what's needed to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to prioritize, and that's where I think the financial part comes into the best or highly the worst, I should say, is when people take from what they actually need to buy what they want.
Right.
And then when they need what they need, they can't get it because they done got what they want.
I know people that listen, man. If you taking from your mortgage money,
I was just about to say that,
in your car payment to get something
shopping,
you want,
to
or to
go out,
go on a trip, or to do this or whatever like that, you don't got your priorities in
that
order.
ain't how you do it
and everything. And I'm telling you, I come from a family where I watched my mother and father save. Saved together, and they saved, and it was building together, and they saved, and they just went without. They cut down back on the party, and they cut back on the hanging out. They cut back on the drinking. They cut back on this. They cut back on this to save, to be able to have things, you know. And so, I mean, listen, a lot of people don't got that concept no more. All right. Again, if you're just joining us, we're talking about get rid of the clutter in your life. Shout out to Timothy Beverly on the check-in. I see you, fam. All right. And we want to read some of your comments and share some of your situations in your life where you had clutter in your life. I want to hear some real situations where you just, you had to let go of certain things. All right, so we did the first one. And if you're just joining us, we're talking about 5 signs it's time to declutter your life. All right. Number two is you only have possessions to impress others. You only have possessions to impress others.
Yeah.
All right. Many people buy things they don't need to impress people they don't even like.
Wow.
But why? At the end of the day, people do this because of lack of self-love. They seek validation and attention from others in order to feel fulfilled. But this way of seeking happiness will never work. Anytime you seek acceptance outside of yourself, you will never become satisfied because you'll always base your self-worth off of what others think of you. All right. If you care so much about what others think that you buy items that you don't even want just to feel worthy, then you definitely need to declutter your life. All right. It doesn't matter if you have $5 to your name or $1 million, as long as you feel happy, whole, and healthy at the end of the day. Don't buy something to impress someone else. Only buy things that add genuine value to your life. All right. I'm going to have to clap that one up 3 times.
I call that keeping up with the Jordans.
Yes.
Not the Jordans.
or look, man, it's the truth. It
happens all the time. It's crazy.
Trying to keep up with the Joneses, man. And I see people trying to keep up with your girlfriends. Oh, my girlfriend, her man got this and blah, blah, blah. I want this too and whatever. And you go broke, or you put yourself in further debt trying to be like somebody else. It's not worth it. And again, I like the ending part of that. And let me go back to that ending where it says, don't buy something to impress someone else. Only buy things that add genuine value to your life. All right. Think about that. Let's read some comments. Shout out to Deidre Owens. Hey, Deidre, what's good? What's good, mama? Phyllis said, number 2, not me. DT said, responsibility is real. No doubt. I want to know what y'all feeling. Let me check. Trying to go on the different platforms and check comments. Shout out to Y Johnson. Y Johnson said hello. Hey, how you doing? D-Max said, guess she thought she had privilege. Oh, talking about old girl that jumped in there in the Lions den. All right. So if you just joined us, we're talking about getting rid of clutter in your life, man. Letting go of that emotional hoarding, just that hoarding period, that applies to life too. It's time to let go. All right. So number three, and we're talking about 5 signs. It's time to declutter your life. So if any of these signs relate to you, maybe we're saying something that can help you today on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show. Number 3. All right. You don't spend money on things that make you happy. You don't spend money on things that make you happy. All right. Studies have shown that people who spend money on experiences rather than things feel much happier than those who accumulate material items. Okay. Minimalists don't skimp on experiences. They just pass up the latest iPhone or TV. Yeah, this is for Kaz. So let me slow this down because I guess this one is for Kaz buying 2. What is it? The S10s when he only need 1. All right. So anyway, minimalists don't skimp on experiences. They just pass up the latest iPhone or TV or sell on jeans. Why? because they've realized that buying the latest and greatest gadgets or clothing will only bring fleeting happiness, and that an inanimate object can never provide what the soul really needs. This is true. Love, compassion, connection, and understanding. All right, that's what the soul really needs. All right, not on gadgets and this and that and whatever. All right, so we all just want to feel alive, but can you feel that from a new toy, car, or gadget? Exactly. If you buy things that don't make you feel more alive, more whole, or more human, then you need to reevaluate your purchases and declutter your life. All right, so stop getting so caught up on things, whatever.
And they're saying do more experiences, traveling.
Yeah.
Which I like that one. I think I do think that sometimes people do take the lesser of the two routes. Like I know some people who like never travel, who've never been out of the state, never been out of the country, and I look at them like, wow, you know, and they see the experiences, you know, that I've had in traveling, and you know, I come back, show pictures, tell stories of, nah, I'm good, and I just be like, wow, like really, like you don't have any you don't want to travel at all. Like you don't have any interest in leaving this circle, this square, and experience life. And some people don't. Like you said, they're good with their gadgets. No, I just got this brand new TV. You know, But you can only watch but so many. You can only have but so many TVs, and you can only watch but so much TV. You know what I'm saying? You need this exactly the phones. You know. Or new cars and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna say I'm a gadget person. I used to be a gadget person, but I like things. Like I'm a person who likes things, but I also more than I like any things, I love to travel. I love to experience new places. I love to experience new people, new cultures, new foods. Like that's, to me, that's living. You know, if I could travel all year round, like I would love to get a job that was my job. Like they do have jobs like that. Probably might need to look into that. Just to travel the world and view the world, sign me up.
True indeed. True indeed.
Sign me up.
No doubt. Let's see. Shout out to Cass said, I like my clutter. My clutter makes me money to pay for itself to buy more clutter. Jeez. Y'all crazy.
DT
All
said
right.
just be smart, and if you can't handle the bill.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, so we're talking about 5 signs it's time to declutter your life. 5 signs it's time to declutter your life. All right, so we did number 3. We're on number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, you can't think clearly most of the time. This is a sign it's time to declutter your life. You can't think clearly most of the time. Our material purchases only add superficial value to a very outdated, selfish system. When you strip away what you don't need, you can focus on the things you need in life and bring back mental clarity. All right, while not thinking clearly could point to a variety of issues, decluttering your life can literally help you declutter your mind as well. Decluttering your life can literally help you declutter your mind as well. All right, when you have more space in your home or apartment, okay, when you have more space in your home or apartment, you create more mental space as well. We all require some sense of organization. Believe it or not, in organizing your immediate space can help you sort through your thoughts and get rid of that mental fog we've all felt at some point. And think about it, man. You know what? This is true. When you're around a cleaner environment, or whatever, like a cleaner environment or whatever like that, you think a little bit differently.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It does add more clarity. Like if you're in a crowded space,
so much going on,
this is going on, whatever like that. Yeah. You're looking at that mess, and then your mind starts to get a little foggy.
That's a fact.
You know, you're a little disoriented or whatever the case may be because there's so much mess around you.
Yeah, so much going on.
Yeah, it's a lot going on. So, got to declutter your life. Declutter your life, man. Just again, get rid of that mental fog as well. And that's the worst thing you want to have is mental clutter.
Wow, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no doubt. Let's shout out to everybody on the check-in. Let me see here. DT said you can't take it with you. Then you're getting greedy. True indeed. All right, so number 5. Ready for number 5?
Number 5.
Number 5 is 5 signs it's time to declutter your life. And 5 is we got boom. Your space literally feels cramped and cluttered. Your space. All right. If you don't feel comfortable in your own living space, then you probably need to declutter your life. When you clean, I just was saying this, when you clean up your physical space, you also make room in your heart and soul for new ideas, inspirations, and opportunities. Minimalism goes far beyond simply decluttering your apartment or home. It means going deep within to eliminate thoughts or ideas that no longer serve you. It means questioning your thought process and figuring out what thoughts uplift you and which thoughts weigh you down. Minimalism provides a fresh slate to work with, a total cleanse of your life. Yeah, sometimes you got to purge.
Yeah.
Your situation. You gotta purge. You gotta get rid of. Stop holding on to stuff. We hold on.
Yeah.
We cling, whatever. And that clinging and holding on, it's not good.
And it's rough sometimes. I could say, like I said, I got rid of 2 vehicles last year, and believe it or not, it was rough. I hadn't drove either one of them in a while. One of them was a project vehicle or whatever, and one of them was just something I needed to do some work on, but just didn't feel like doing it. And I got rid of it, and it really was like a tough thing for me to do. And one of them, my wife had been trying to get me to get rid of for years. Like, she's like, get rid of that thing, it's old, blah 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 blah. But I have to admit, once I did, and I mentally got over it. Like, I feel different in that space, in that area. I do have more room in my garage now to do work. I have more room in my driveway to do stuff. So it is hard. It is hard to do, and this is material stuff. So stuff that's actually dealing with your emotions and stuff I'm sure it's even harder. But you got to realize, once you get over that hump of the actual letting it go and decluttering it, like, it will make you feel better. Like, I feel better about it now. Every time I walk into my garage, I
was shocked. Even when I walked up in the garage, I was like,
it's like, and I was able to declutter. Like, now I was able to straighten things more out in there and put stuff more in areas that it's supposed to be, versus, some stuff was all over the place.
And you feel better.
And I feel better. So
no doubt.
It works. Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Those were 5 signs, man. So any of those signs, I like those. I really like number 5. I like number 5.
Yeah.
So again, don't forget, you are in the area. Please.
I'm in the building.
Please, it's going down this Friday. Come on out to TGI Fridays. Man, it just be lit, man. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, it just be lit up in there. Friday Night Live, every Friday, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. It's the happy hour mix, man, with your boy DJ Storm on the General. I always have a guest DJ on, somebody from the BKS squad, whatever. Music is powered by WBKS1.com, BKS1 Radio, powered by DJ Smooth P. This is how we do it, though, man. This is how we do it. Listen. Appetizers, half off. Drinks, cheap. It's happy hour. You get 3 hours of dope music.
Yes.
You can drink cheaply. That's the only way I can say it. You can eat good, whatever, without paying a lot of money, man. Listen, I had a very small bill when I was up in the cut, when I took my break or whatever, and I know I was throwing them back. I know I was getting my eat on. My bill was just nice, man. But come on out to TGI Fridays. We turn this spot into a club from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Get there early so you can get your seat at the bar, whatever. There's a little area by us where you can dance to, get your dance on. Just have a good time, man. Make it a girls' night out, guys' night out, couples' night out. If you celebrate a birthday. But think about it. Where you gonna have a birthday party when you get the free DJ? Y'all get free DJ.
You ain't gotta pay for.
Y'all get cheap drinks, good food, and everything. So come on out, man. This Friday for Friday Night Live, the happy hour mix with BKS1 Radio. Your boy DJ Storm on the General gonna be on the 1s and 2s doing what I do, and of course it's gonna be a BKS DJ along by my side and everything. And remember, it's powered by BKS1.com. You already know.
In the building.
Yes. And don't forget, Four Brothers. Four Brothers. That's Southern comfort food, man. Make sure y'all go check out Four Brothers in Warren, New Jersey. Again, that's Warren, New Jersey. That's 41 Mountain Boulevard, Warren, New Jersey. You can call them too. Make your little reservation there. 908-834-8889. That's 908-834-8889. All right, Four Brothers restaurant. And listen, man, people just be having a good time up at Four Brothers too while they get their food.
Yes, sir.
And eat on. Here's a little clip. Check out Four Brothers, man. Food, this is food looking good. I'm telling you, I got a few more days. A few more days in my little raw food diet. And I'm good. I'm going back to eating unhealthy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, he ain't.
But all this does look good.
Yeah, so you gonna eat your cornbread.
Yeah, can I eat your cornbread? Yeah. So make sure y'all go to Four Brothers, man. Getting us in Warren, New Jersey. Make sure you tell them BKS1 Radio.
Man Cave Morning Show.
Yeah, Man Cave Morning Show.
Sent you.
All right? Tell them we sent you. Yeah, there's an event, too, that the Owl Show, and we're going to talk about that tomorrow, that they're doing. It's going to be the Owl Show live there, too, at Four Brothers.
Yes.
So we want everybody to check that out. I want to get the dates and times and everything right. And just make sure you check out the Ladies of Owl tomorrow, too, 7 p.m., man. You know, this has been an excellent conversation.
Yeah.
Good show, good information.
Always, yes.
A lot of different views and opinions, which I love, and everything, man. So shout out to everybody. We will be back tomorrow morning, the Man Cave Morning Show. Another topic, more current events, more things to talk about. Just remember, man, this show is definitely never about us.
It's always about you.
Because what?
You are the next best kept secret.
See y'all mañana. Peace. This Friday is going to be lit.
In the building.
Get up there early, y'all. Get up there early. TGI Fridays is going down. I'm going to be like... Oh, wait. And we love y'all. Ain't a damn thing y'all could do about it. Peace.